What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Today we're going to be talking more about Step.App and give you guys some updates on what has changed since the last time I mentioned it on this channel. We will also be doing some price predictions. In fact, let's get into that right away. Before I talk about price predictions, if you guys are interested in following me over here on Patreon, it would be a big help to the channel. And this is a free post right here. This is just a poll that I'm posting about Step.App's Fitfi token. So you guys can go here without being a patron. Let me know, what do you guys think? What do you think is going to be the price of Fitfi after the public app launch? Now, you might want to watch this whole video before you make your prediction, because like I said, there are a lot of updates with this thing. Some good, some neutral, some not so good. So let's talk about all of them. So first of all, Step.App's one of its latest updates, a little bit over a month old, is their addition of Usain Bolt. So they officially have Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man, as the official face of the coin. Now that's a pretty huge deal in my opinion, and to me this is something that makes the coin pretty undervalued at where it is right now. So right now it's ranked 413, sitting at about 14 cents. I would expect that this news alone would push it to all-time highs. But of course, maybe with the whole crypto market being down, it just can't get to that point quite yet. All-time high for Step.App was about 73 cents, so we're still down about 80% from there. But like I said, by the time we get to the end of this video, there's a lot of updates that may push that to that level and beyond. So some comparisons to make before we talk about some of the news, some of the things that they just announced within the past 24 hours. Let's talk about Step.App's competitor. So Step.App is a Fitfi type of coin. So it's a coin where you can play a game, and the game is actually being physically fit, walking or running to earn tokens to play the game. And you're going to be able to sell those tokens if you're competing with others and participating in the ecosystem. So there's been a lot of other competitors trying to come up and be the competitor to the main Fitfi application, which is GMT. So GMT, or Step.In, really overtook the space a few months ago and still is doing extremely well, ranked 90 right now, sitting at about $1. Things have calmed down a little bit in the world of fit finance. Its all-time high was $4.11, but people are still playing this game. People are still walking to earn, running to earn, and participating in the ecosystem. Now, I don't think they have any major players like Usain Bolt promoting it or being the face of it. So that, in my opinion, says that Step.App can potentially be a competitor to Step.In. So what does that mean, competitor to Step.In? So if Step.App's Fitfi token were to be in the same place as Step.In's GMT token, that would be a 932% potential upside. That's a 9.3x, putting the token at about $1.47. Now, GMT's all-time high was, like I said, $4.11. That market cap was about $2.3 billion. Now, if Step.App's Fitfi token were to get to the same price or the same market cap of $2.3 billion, then we can see a potential upside. Let's go all the way up here to 2.3, close to 2.3, where Filecoin is, a potential upside of about 37x, putting the coin at about $5.50. So those are some price predictions of where it can be. Now, like I said, by the time we get to the end of this video, you guys can go to Patreon and make your own predictions about where you think the coin is going to be. So in addition to the fact that they had Usain Bolt as an official partner for this token, which is a pretty huge deal, honestly, that's what puts it ahead of like the other fit finance tokens to me, because they have real people taking it seriously. So they're actually getting things developed on behind the scenes, which is very, very positive news. There's a lot of stuff that you can do right now in the app. We talked about this in my other videos. You can actually purchase the Fitfi tokens, stake them, and get these drop tickets, which unlocks these loot boxes, which unlocks things within the game that you can actually play with when it does go public. Now, their latest announcement is they are creating the Step Exchange. This is a decentralized exchange, very much like Uniswap and all of the other decentralized exchanges. In fact, you can see a little picture of it right here. And this is, in my opinion, a good / neutral bad thing. It could be really anything. Number one, the reason why it can be a good thing. Let's start with the good first. They're building a very, very robust ecosystem. There's a lot of moving parts to Step.App so far. You have the Fitfi token, you have the KCal token, you have the FAT token, you have the app, you have the NFTs, you have the now you have this Step exchange. So there's just a lot to work with in this entire ecosystem. Now I'm glad that they're doing so much, and this is kind of the positive, is the fact that they have their own exchange in the system means two things. Number one, as people are using their exchange, they're going to get a portion of those exchange fees kicked back into the ecosystem to help grow Fitfi overall, which is good. Additionally, I'm assuming that it'll make the app work a lot better, especially for people trying to convert some of their rewards for walking or running into cash or into different tokens. I think that having their own dedicated exchange is going to make that go a lot more smoothly, rather than just saying, okay, go trade your tokens on Uniswap, or plugging Uniswap into their own app. So that's a positive. Now here's some of the negatives that I sort of think of when this is talked about. So number one, the second thing is Uniswap is already available, and there's a lot of other decentralized exchanges that are available to easily trade tokens like this. Now, the downside is, since there are so many moving parts to Step.App at the current moment, there's just a lot more room for error. And if any of the cogs or wheels in the entire system is off by a little bit, it could crash and collapse the entire system. If there's an exploit or some sort of problem that any of the parts have, the more parts they have, obviously the higher chance of there being problems. So that's the thing that I'm worried about. They're announcing a lot of stuff, which is really cool, but it also adds a lot of potential for colossal failure or total failure with any of those parts. But if you want to stay positive, if none of that happens, like I said, this is a really, really good thing that they're having this in their own ecosystem. And now that I'm talking about it, I don't think they're going to be doing this on the Ethereum blockchain. We'll see. It's supposed to be on the Avalanche blockchain. So that's an interesting kind of part that I'm looking at right here, where it says ETH and DAI. All right, so moving on from there, you guys can read all about this. I'm not going to break it down that much more. They have their memorandum. They talk about the total supply. They also have a new token as well. So like I said, more moving parts. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. So in addition to Fitfi, KCal, FAT, and the NFTs, you also have this Step.X token. And they talk about how that's going to be lock dropped to people. Now I'm not going to talk too much about this because I want to read up on it a little bit more to understand exactly how all of these things are going to work together. But you guys can kind of get sort of a understanding with this. I like that they do have this available so that you understand how it all works. Now, what it looks like is they are doing some things with liquidity. So they have a plan for this decentralized exchange, not just, it doesn't look like it's just going to be a giant cash grab like a lot of other decentralized exchanges that have come out and existed for a little bit and completely failed after that. So that is the big update for today. Now, we're looking forward to a couple of other things. I think tomorrow, actually, they're going to be doing their next lottery. So if you guys have been doing this lottery, definitely check, if you haven't checked in a while, your history to see if you have any drop boxes to claim here. So that's going to be something that you can use in the game real time later. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Fitfi is going to do in the future. It's, like I said, they're like I said with Polygon, they're building a very, very big, strong foundation. Hopefully it all stays together once they do launch. And if everything runs smoothly, I really do think that getting the potential to get to where GMT is, to be a real competitor to GMT, which is right now ranked 90, shouldn't be too hard. And again, getting to those all-time high levels, we talked about how Ethereum, if it does become the #1 spot and a lot of attention gets back on crypto, getting to $2.3 billion might not be too hard for Fitfi to do either. Let me know what you guys think over on Patreon. The poll here is absolutely free, so I want to see what people are talking about, what people think the coin is going to be. Same as GMT, equal to GMT's all-time high, or $1 or less, which is kind of where it is right now. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.